Hey, what's going on, guys? So, today in this episode, we are going to begin with a career mode for FC Barcelona. And we're going to start from scratch. Um, I don't follow La Liga so much. Um, I follow the UEFA Champions League and I'm up to date with that. Um, so it's going to be, hey, what's going on, Junior? It's going to be a little new to me, jumping in over to FC Barcelona and see how that goes. And seeing their players, and just thought that um, something new, something different. So we still have the season 2 for uh, Manchester United, and I am still gonna do that, but I'm also gonna do this one other FC Barcelona career mode. Since I already finished season 1, the first season, so now I'm gonna start another first season with another team, and this time it's gonna be La Liga, FC Barcelona. So let's get to it. Let's see. All right, so we have downloaded the latest squad, and we'll jump right to it. It's always fun to start brand new, you know. Hopefully this time around, we'll have some success in the UEFA Champions League, let's see here. Face. Gonna import a face. I don't know which one that is. Just some random ones that I had. There's the one I always use. There we go. What's going on, Junior? You not sure if you doing some classes today? How's that coming along? All right. These menus are always they always freaking piss me off, I swear. Yeah, sadly, This is your last class before lunch? Damn. Damn. And you're almost done. Halfway there. There we go. Alright, so this time we are going to, let's see, we're gonna get all decked out because FC Barcelona, they're we're gonna go with the red. Go with the red, or we go with the black. Maybe we'll go with the black with a red tie, because Barcelona and all. Maybe I should just wear a fucking tracksuit. We'll go with the classic white. Classic white. And we'll go with ugly ass fucking tie. We'll go with the. I would go with the red, but look, that shit looks like that shit's pink. I just got 2 pence. Gotcha. We're gonna go with this, and then always pick jeans, but I should wear that one there. That's what, casual, black suit pants, and goddamn fucking menu, I swear. Black shoes. I think we'll go with the black shoes right now. There we go. I think we're going with that Men in Black. Looks kind of fucking retarded with that. You know, we'll stick like this just for now. Fuck it. We gotta go all fucking professional, you know. It's Barcelona after all. You wanna make an impression. Alright. So let's go here. Let's go to Spain. There we go. I really like their kit. The kits are really nice, especially the away. I love the you know, anything a black kit, but their kit's really nice. Even in foot, I use it. Man, this team's got everything critical. So domestic success, continental success, brand exposure, they're all critical. And youth development is high. The only plus on that their budget, it's, wait a minute, I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. But did I skip that menu? No, I didn't. Okay, so here it is. Alright, so I always try to pick, so this time we're going to pick Euros. For Premier League I picked Sterling, but we're going to pick Euros since we're going to be in that region. We're going to pick strict, and we're going to disable financial takeovers, world class, 6 minutes, international jobs, and transfer windows enabled. So we'll leave that like that. And I always cross my fingers here in the very beginning of the fucking, when they're rolling the fucking the player that they gave you in the beginning of the season. You know, I'm hoping that we get somebody. There we go, Barcelona. All right. So of course I am gonna pick the one that pays out the most. So right now we got the Asian Elite Cup, and that pays out 12,300,000 euros. The potential to pay that much. I don't think it ever pays that much. I think usually it pays like 10 or 9. I want to say, like you get some emails. You get like three each or 2 each. 2 million each email. So, but okay, we'll go with that one. In that one, our toughest match is actually just well, the irony of having Chelsea in this fucking competition, I swear. Considering they beat us in the fucking semifinals of the fucking UEFA semifinals, stupid. But yes, maybe it's meant to be. Could you imagine if they beat us in this fucking entry cup? Holy shit, man. That would be insane. Alright. So let's see what we got here. First thing I'll do, I'll go right into the youth academy, because I want to see who that player is. And that is this email here, the 4th one. His name is Damijan Dubuzek. Dubusek. Dubusek. Sounds either like a defender or a fucking goalkeeper. It doesn't sound like a striker. Let's see. Huh. Alright. Right mid. Cam. 89. Oh man. That fucking sucks. He's not that great. I mean, he's alright, but not great. Yeah. We got shit. We got shit on. Again. Let me see. Was it X? No, got A. Alright, so we're gonna delete. We're gonna release some players out of here. Release. That's because of their potential. So that's basically what we're doing right now. Just eliminating anybody with a potential lower than fucking 85. I mean, you can get that off a regular transfer market. What you should be really concentrating on in the youth academies, anybody over 90 or 88. Release youth. Alright, so, and we're gonna release this guy too. This is a striker. We're gonna release him too. And we're gonna keep, the only one we're gonna keep is basically the one that they recommended to us. That they told us that he had potential. And I'm gonna change him. I'm gonna start out. We're gonna change him out to a Cam. Right away. That's gonna take 4 weeks, so that's good. And 5'5", 138. So he's short. 5'5". That's a good height for a Cam. Good height. All right. So let's see here. First I go through the. There's a lot to do, so there's gonna be a really boring video or boring episode because we got so many players that we're gonna have to figure out who does what. I might play a match or two, but yeah, here in between me, of the this thing, the cup that we're doing before the season. But before we do that, I do want to be able to put players in the transfer market so that I can get the maximum amount of opportunity to sell my players that I want to sell. So expectations, let's look in here real quick. We got the email saying that we made it to that we are part of the Agent Elite Club. I'm going to delete that. Look at the X. Okay. This is the, let's see. This is the expectations. Okay. So let's look in here. So we got youth players. Sign 2 players in your youth academy and assign to the defender position. Okay, that's easy. Sign at least 3 players younger than 20 years old with the potential greater than the average overall rating of the players currently in the same position. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. Not mainly because we're not gonna find anybody in there, but because of the fact that we are playing with Barcelona, and Barcelona's so fucking heavy loaded with so many high potential players that it's gonna be tough to find somebody that's gonna be greater than the potential of some of the players that are in here. Griezmann, Messi, these who is it, Dembele, PK. So yeah, that's gonna be tough. Brand exposure, get a streak of 5 wins in away league matches. That's reasonable. Replace 3 players from the team. Replace 3 players from the team. Okay. I don't really understand how that's gonna work out, but alright. I guess like maybe sell us center back and get a center back in return or whatever. One of those things, maybe. Uh, Expand the club in North America. What? Expand the club in North America with long term. Expand the club in North America with within 2 seasons. I don't understand that. Expand the club in North America. How can I expand the club in North America? That makes absolutely no sense. But okay. Finish the season with a profit margin of 3. Oh, you think like the youth academy? Yeah, man. I'm like, expand the club in North America. But okay, so maybe the team with North American players. I mean, I know that um, we currently have Barcelona has 2 American players. You know, expand the club in North America with 2 seasons. Hmm. Okay, I'll give it a try. I don't know how that's gonna work, but all right. Finish the season with a profit margin of 300 million. That's insanity. That means I gotta sell a lot of players in the beginning of the season. And La Liga's win the title, the league title, and win the cup, the Copa de España, and win the UEFA Champions League Cup. Holy shit, man! You gotta fucking win everything pretty much. Like win the title, win the fucking league, win the fucking cup, win the fucking. Basically, I can't lose. So we'll see. This is saying that the transfer window's open. This one's talking about the youth academy. We already took care of that. Division, the brand. This we already covered this too. And this is the youth. This is the Juan Herrera. This is the about the. Okay, so that's the scout. Yeah, this is the scouts. They are there. Yeah. Just sign Jesse James, Reese James. Okay, gotcha. Nice. From the youth academy. All right, so we got the first thing that I'm gonna do here is going to be go to my global transfer window and we're gonna remove anybody that's not 5 stars in here. So we got this guy here, we're gonna recall. Next one, we're gonna recall this guy here. Actually, we're gonna fire this guy. So we're gonna we're gonna fire. It's gonna cost us 45,000 to fire, but that's alright. And we're gonna fire this guy too. We're gonna buy, but that's alright. Actually, I don't really need to buy anybody right now. We'll just keep it like that. And I'm going to erase the instructions that they're there. So I don't want anybody spamming me with players right now. And let's see what this guy has. Herrera. He's got what? He's got A. He's got some players in here. And of course I got strict, so you know, like there's no way that we're gonna be able to get fucking Vinicius Jr. You know, he plays for Real Madrid. Yeah, especially in La Liga, there's so much competition that you just won't be able to get some players. So we'll take some of these out. I think that might be. You know what? Hold on. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna take them all out. Yeah. we're gonna start fresh. All right, no instructions, nobody around there. We call this guy back. Next, we're gonna jump into the youth staff. And okay, so that's great. We have a 5-5-star. Let's see if we got another 5. So this is a 4-5-star. So Fernando's Aurelio. Let's go ahead and get him. And let's see. Oh, you got Man United. Should I say lucky you? Cause yeah, you might win. Not if I'm playing them. All right, so we're gonna leave this one like this, cause we don't have another 5-star. We do only want to keep either the 5-star, and that's it. 4 experience and judgment 5. With the experience, it just means how many players you're going to get, and then on the judgment is how, you know, how good the judgment is on the what he's bringing, whether you're gonna get talent, whether, you know, it says that the potential is narrower or whatever. So but right now we got, if I go try to hire somebody else, they're all 4s. So no, we don't want that. So we'll leave it like this. And actually we'll send a scout right away. We're gonna set up a scout, and I always like to send them over to Brazil. That's kind of like the little meta. Brazil, we technically gifted. Did I do? Yep. And also Argentina, we'll do another technically gifted in Argentina. 9 months technically gifted. All right. So we have our youth staff. We have this guy already training, developing. We've changed the global transfer network to erased it. We hired that. We checked all our email. This notifications pretty much are, hey, we're on our way. We're on our way to do your bidding. All right. Next one, we're gonna look at our squad. All right, in the formation. So first, let's look at the formation before we start looking at. I guess we gotta mention them kind of like both hand in hand, but we got so many good players in here. The only problem I see with Barcelona. Hey, what's going on, Alice? Aliso? What's going on, man? So the only problem I see with Barcelona is that in the career mode, it's that, you know, you got players that once they hit a certain age, they start losing their potential or their overall rating. So you have some players in here that are great, but they're old. So think like PK, Busquets, Messi. Griezmann is kind of up there already. Well, yeah, you need a CDM and a CB. I'm gonna get a CDM, but the CDM that I'm getting, I'm gonna get it from the idea of the last season that I had, which was Zakaria. Yeah, think. You know what? Yeah, true. You know, I didn't think about that, because now I can tap into the Premier League without getting, you know, kind of like penalized or saying like you can't get this player because you're a rival. Since I was playing the Manchester United, but yes, you're right. Now I can actually tap into the Premier League, and that's gonna be interesting because I also know that Barcelona was interested in getting Wijnaldum from Liverpool. Yeah, I wish I can buy Conte. Yo, Conte is fucking killing it. Seriously. Oof. I didn't think to buy Conte. And I'll tell you right now, Conte is. I just wonder how much he's going to be. Now the formation that I am gonna choose for them. Normally in the old, I guess. Let me see. In Ultimate Team, right? Yeah, for real. Conte is no fucking joke. I had Conte actually. I had just a normal Conte card, and I sold him with, what was it? I sold him with Mane, and just to get by the Sissoko card, the UEFA Champions League card. Not the UEFA, the Europa League card. His kind of like dynamic card, and and I bought the Sissoko card even though he was underpowered. I felt that they were gonna do better in the season, in the league, like move up the group, so the card was gonna get better. And then this fucking Black Friday came in, and I ended up fucking selling the Sissoko card, like over $1 million, so that I can actually get some coins, so that I could buy some packs on Black Friday. Big fucking mistake, because I did that, and what I got in return was shit for packs. Like, I didn't get anything, so I literally lost a card that was like worth over $1 million. And man, never again. Best non-CDM in the game, Pogba. Yeah, true. Best non-cam in the not cam in the game, cause yeah, but yeah, since he can play cam and fucking CDM. All right, so I'm gonna pick the formation that we're gonna go here. It's gonna be 4-2-3-1 for. We're gonna see how that looks, and we're gonna see how that looks. Yeah. Bruno is an awesome, a good cam. Okay, so let me see. On the formation, I'm not really paying attention to this whole ultra defensive, defensive attacking. I'm just trying to, what I'm gonna do basically, I'm just gonna fill it in with the formations that I think I'm gonna use here. So the first one is gonna be 4-2-3-1. Where is it? Where is it? 4-2-3-1. There we go. All right. 4-2-3-1 wide. I'll do that here too. Alrighty. Then we're gonna go with 4-2-3-1 again. And the reason why I like this formation is mainly because it has 2 CDMs on it. And now for attacking, what we're gonna do, we're gonna run the we're gonna run basically the 4-3-3 4-3-3 attack. 4-3-3 attack, and I want to say I wanted to also play the defensive one, so be like defensive, the holding, and the attacking, but go leave it like this for now. All right. So first, let's go with the first one we got in here is let's see. All right, so we have the tricky part here is trying to put the players in the right spot. So first thing is, okay, in the players that we're gonna put in, that I know that we got. So we got Ansu Fati. I know we want to put him in there, so I'm gonna put him in as the left wing. And now Griezmann. The thing is, in Messi, they have Messi here in the middle, but I actually wanted to put Messi on the right wing. So let's do this and then Bele, just for now. Put him here on the bottom. We're gonna take our Busquets out of CDM. We're gonna put him as a sub on the bottom. And actually, I'm gonna try to see maybe, what did I have? I think I wrote down about Busquets. No, we gotta keep him. PK 57 pace. And Glet 74. And then TD 66. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Let me see something. Oh yeah, I see that, huh? The pots, huh? Wow. Man, that's gonna be so much fun. That's gonna be so much fun. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we got Messi, Coutinho, and Griezmann. 77, 22, 79. Coutinho, Griezmann, Fati. We gotta get rid of some of these players too, because they're just complete fucking trash. Alright, TD. I like to put him on this side. So Alba, Jordi Alba, he's fucking old too. That's another one. And then some of these positions I'm gonna have to change too. And some of these guys. Just trying to get organized. That's all I'm doing here. Just putting everybody in order, putting the players that I think I'm gonna play on the top, and then seeing what I have on the bottom here. So right now, oops. Oh, here it is. I thought that he was gonna keep him like this. Alright, so we got the Ansu Fati. God, these guys are so fucking old. They're so good, you know. So can't dismiss them completely. But they're slow. Can't. He's 57 pace. He's 42 pace. .75 defending, 76 defending, but he is the better offensive CDM. And here is my more of the defensive CDM. And I think I'm gonna try to get Conte in here, and then I can put him in here. The thing that I'm looking at is the players that I'm gonna sell. So I know I'm gonna sell a bunch of players in here that I don't need, and that's what I want to put on the bottom. So we're gonna keep let's see here, this guy Manaj. I wanna put him. You see some. All right, we know we want that formation, so let's go here real quick. Squad hub. Yep. All right. So first thing. All right, Griezmann. Okay, Griezmann. We want to keep Griezmann. He is, you know, he's a great player. He's, yeah. So we're gonna block offers with him, and of course we're not gonna do development right now. We're just gonna basically who we're keeping, who we're not keeping. All right. This guy right here, Wait, we're gonna get rid of this guy. We're gonna put him on a transfer list. Or he is, yeah, we're gonna put him on the transfer list. 29 years old, 76 rated. Add to the transfer list. Prospect, we got him, says at the club since 2020, 23. We're gonna go ahead and put him on the loan list. Striker on loan, so he on loan at AFC, so he's on loan with us right now. So and I can't do anything other than terminate the loan, but we're just gonna honor it, just gonna keep him in there. Then we have Messi, 12 months on the contract. We're gonna block offers. We're gonna keep Messi. Yeah. But then again, you know what? We're just gonna leave him open right now in case we get an offer. Who fucking knows? Because we already got Dembele too. So Dembele's on Messi. I'm not really counting. I'm not trying to like make the club a Messi, you know, like a Messi club. So we're gonna keep Messi as a right wing, and he's already what, 33? Yeah. So if I could sell Messi, that's cool. And then Dembele, we'll put him as a right wing. Dembele can play right wing and left wing, and he's 23. He's great. So we are gonna block him. Trincao, he can play pretty much, yeah, anything. Cam, right wing, left wing. We're gonna keep him. Gonna block offers. Ansu Fati, same thing. Great player. We're gonna block offers. De Fuentes, we are going to. He's showing great potential, prospect. We're gonna put him on the loan list. Abi, he's another one, another loan list. And let's see, Coutinho, 28 years old. Cam. I'm just gonna keep him open. You know, was a lot of things. Last year he was with Bayern. Yep, Bayern. So we're just gonna leave him open like that. And then Pereira. Let's see something. Pereira. Okay, so Pereira, we're gonna put him on the loan list. Then we got. Okay, Muncho, he's on the Pavic at the club, since we got that one was new at the club. So I mean, he's new at the club. He's CM, but I guess he plays more like a center defensive mid. And De Jong, he's a good player, great player. And Young, we're gonna block. Elena, he's CM, RM. He doesn't have kind of like these positions are. Thing about these players is that they don't fit the formations that I want to use, you know. So, I think the only thing I can actually do is just change them out. Or actually, you know what? We're gonna leave this open like this. I'm gonna leave that open. Fernandez is going to be on the loan list. He's new at the he's a new prospect, but we're gonna put him on the loan list. And we got development. He could be a Cam, and he's yeah, he's all right. He's just gonna be. Let me see something. If I go Cam with him, just solely Cam. How many weeks did that take? 2 weeks. We're gonna do that. We're gonna block offers for him. Alright, so there's 2 CDMs. The thing about it is that, like an example, we got Pavlik here. Alright, so we're gonna block. and we're going to change that out. CDM. Think. Holy fuck. 262 weeks. 262 weeks. Damn it. Damn it, Jim. Can't do anything about it. It doesn't fit. And he just got the club. Alright. Alright, these two, same thing. We're just going to keep them like that because we are going to need them. Then we have right backs, right? We got to keep what we got there. So the right backs we are going to keep. Yeah, everything else we're going to keep there. Just some of them are good. Some of them are good. Gonna block offers here. You can Miranda. Oh, he's on loan. They're so old. They're 31, 30 years old, and like you want to get rid of them, but they're the best players you have. And if you want to put youth in there, you got to buy it. And I don't know if I'm going to be successful, considering I do want to buy a couple players that are pretty pricey. So we're going to just block it right now. Block it. Just, yeah. Firpo, same thing. We're gonna block it. We only have two of those positions. Two left backs. The only other, so we got two left backs and two right backs, and I feel more comfortable having like 3 and 3. But we do have a center back that plays all three, and that's Mingueza. He plays right back, center back, right back, left back, but he's 63. So, you know, he's not good. You know, good prospect, but not good as a sub. So, though every left back and right back that we gotta keep, because these two are on loan. And also, this other two. Oh no, I only have 2 in there. The one that I did wanted to recall back was Akimi. But I won't do it. Alright, so center backs. We want to keep everything we got. Yeah. We gotta keep everything we got. And I'm gonna block offers. Because everybody's good. Everybody's good. The only one that I do wanted to sell, that I wanted to leave open maybe, was PK. And I'm okay with leaving PK open. Arohu. We'll keep that open too. Alright. Those are on sale. Right back, center back. See something. Block. Did I wanted to block that, or I wanted to sell that? So all this managerial shit. Center defensive mids. I would have 3 and 1 young. So one would be, one that I would be playing would be the young. So that's my 1. That's 1. Then Busquets, that's 2. Then the other one would be The other one would be Paptic, but he's fucking. He's a center mid. I can't change him. Oh, but I'll buy one. I'll buy somebody. Okay. What a freaking mess. Alright, so let's see, that's blocked. He's in the list. He's in the list. Okay, he is. I said I wanted to sell him. He's blocked. He's blocked. Oh, damn. Sufati. Sufati's blocked. He's on the loan list. I'm gonna block offers for him too. So he's on the loan list. I'm thinking of actually just putting him on the transfer list again. I'll leave him open. Just yeah, I'm gonna leave him open. If he sells, he sells. If he doesn't sell, he doesn't sell. We'll leave this guy's open too. That one's on their loan list. That's blocked. This guy is. We're gonna do. We're gonna block. We're gonna keep him. He plays cam and CDM. Yeah, he plays cam and CDM, so he can sub. So you know what, PK, we're gonna add to the transfer list. Hmm. 31 years old. You know what? I'm just gonna allow offers. I'm not gonna put them on the transfer list. But right now, everything's fucking hanging in that I get a CDM from the transfer market. Kimi Alba. Blocked. Alright, so he should be the only one. Pena is the only one that I have to get offers. Alright. Fucking hell, man. Alright, goalies. I always like to put my goalies on goalkeeper. Alright, left backs. See, you see his developments already fucking going down. Alba. We're gonna go with, yeah. There's nothing that he can. He's already 86. He can't get any better. I don't think he can get any better. Alba. All right. Let's see. I know this is real tedious, but it has to be done because you know what I mean. That's just part of getting your shit started. Oops. Wait, the fuck. Here we go. These guys play so defensive, you know. I mean, offensive. It's like they got high, medium. So you got high offensive, medium defensive rate, defensive work rate. Most of them. Well, here's the exception. Um, all right, I'm gonna go with that. He's Lenglet. He's actually on a good path there. And right back. Very offensive. Very offensive. You can tell that Barcelona's got a lot of offensive fullbacks. This guy. Oh shit. Oh. He already left, man. Yeah. Right, I already did him. Just going through this work rates. Yeah, I want to sell him, but we are some of these are gonna sell, so it's like, but it's okay, you know. I rather just do this now like this. Oh man, this guy's got fucking all kinds of shit. Let's see, long shot taker, technical cam. Oof. I don't know, honestly. It's gonna be tough. I mean, I always go for Mexico. I always pick Mexico to win. But I was gonna say, you know, Germany's got a good chance. Yeah, Germany's got a good chance. And it'll be nice England too if England won. But I think Germany's got a good chance on winning. But I'm rooting for Mexico. How about you, Junior? Who do you think's gonna win? Ball winning defender. So, yeah, Brazil. Brazil's a really strong team. Really strong team. Yeah. Yeah, I like them too. Um, hopefully, hopefully they can do it. We're gonna go with. Can I go CDM? I'm gonna go CDM with the Yeah, yeah. France. Yeah. Yeah. True, true. Fucking Mbappe. Pogba. In there. Well, no, wait, because Pogba hasn't played. Or did Pogba get invited to play? Martial. I don't think Pogba did get invited last. Not during the first period um, of the games, but lately, I think recently he did. They got Martial in there too, and Mbappe. Um, yeah, we'll see. Alright, we don't have many more players left to develop here. We're almost done. This is always a pain to do, but once you get it knocked out, you don't have to fuck with it anymore. About maybe like 2 or 3 times, you know. You got that many players to do. Gonna go with. I wanna get that weak foot up, but you know what? Let's get that weak foot up. Yeah. So, because also his pace, I need. Basically, it's gonna be boom. I'm gonna put that up there like that. Then once 32, man, 32 weeks. Fuck that. Like 32 weeks. You know what? I'm gonna try to increase that pace. Yeah. Gonna do attacking midfielder, then we're gonna go with the weak foot. It's 32 weeks. And we're gonna go with attacking midfielder here because of the work rate. Ansu Fati, we're gonna get that wanna get that pace up. That weak foot. Actually, you know what? Inverted winger. About that. Wing player. I'm gonna keep wide winger here. All these guys should basically not be in the club earlier on. They're gonna be gone anyways, but might as well. Attacking. Got a couple more. Here we go. Drink out. We definitely gonna put this guy. You're gonna get that weak foot inverted winger. Dembele. We just need to Dembele. Damn, there's really nothing I can fucking improve on. Holy shit. 5 and 5. Maybe the shooting and the finishing. So if I go inverted, actually, you know what? I just stay balanced. I'll keep him balanced. He's already pretty fucking everything. He's got it all. Look at that shit. 92 pace. The only thing he needs work on is the shooting, the finishing. The attacking and the defensive work rate is perfect with high and medium, and the skill moves and the weak foot are both 5s. So that's really what you want out of your forward and your attackers, wingers, all that, you know. Messi. There's really nothing I can improve on. I mean, the weak foot. That's it. I'll click this one here just to maybe get his weak foot up. I doubt it. But alright, this one we're gonna do, let's see, complete. We're gonna go mobile striker to get that up. These guys, that guy should be gone. And Griezmann, no, Griezmann's gonna stay with us for a little bit. Griezmann, we're gonna basically complete striker. Mainly, actually, you know what, mobile striker. So we can improve his 32, 36. Okay, so this one improves his pace, and this one will improve his weak foot. Let's go with pace first, because it'll also improve his skill moves. And we already got a 3 weak foot. I think his pace will probably be benefit a little better. And these two guys we're looking to sell, so but we're still gonna put something in there. We want to improve the attack. Hit their attacking work rate. Poacher. There we go. Alright. Thank God for that. Alright. So we have... Holy shit, man. I swear. Okay. Formation. 4-3-3 attacking. Alright. 4-3-3 attacking or 4-3-3. Let's see something. Those are CM. I don't feel comfortable with that right there. We're gonna do 4-3-3 defending. 4-3-3 defending. Fucking hell. I see. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna play a game with attacking just to see how that is. I don't really feel too good about it, but we'll go with it. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put Griezmann, De Jong, Dembele, Messi on that side, and Tweedy, Englet. Take this guy out. I gotta do just do some simple instructions here. Do stay central, get in behind. We're not gonna mess with it too much. We're just gonna do like one set of instructions for this one main formation. Gonna put come back on defense, get into the box for crosses, stick in position. All right. Then here we gotta come back on defense, cut inside. Oh. Balance. Get into the box for crosses. Kind of weird the way they had it, you know, with the conservative interceptions. I didn't expect that to be like that. All right, the Young is gonna be get into the box for crosses. Cover center. Stick to position. And I didn't look at what his work rate was. Let me look at his work rate. The Young. I think I changed it, or I try to boost it up. Medium. Yeah, medium. So that means that basically he won't go forward. Yeah, he'll stay back. He has to be high in order for him to basically go forward. So that would mean that he wouldn't do it unless I put him like this. But in this case, I'm just gonna leave him balanced. You know, fuck it, and then I'll leave this guy stay back while attacking. Jeez. Cover center. Stick. What the fuck? These guys are just their formations are so shit. Okay, I see, because they had a default formation. I'm like, what in the world? I'm so confused. I was so confused. I'm like, their formation doesn't make any sense. All right, so he's gonna be my CM, like my forward CM, and the other guy's gonna be kind of like my most defensive CM, and everything else is just standard on the other end. Come back on defense. Actually, you know what? We're gonna just do balance, and we're just gonna leave that balance too. And the only thing is basically, yeah, the cut inside, get into the box, which I like. And then the other one that we are gonna change, then it's gonna be basically the if we do go 4-2-3-1. So okay, so 4-2-3-1, and I'll put that on, yeah, right here. Alright, so this one is gonna be the Coutinho is gonna be there. Yep. Stay central, getting behind. I'm gonna leave this one like this because this is not really gonna be my ultra defensive. It's just gonna be 4-2-3-1, just normal. Balance, cover center, cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center, stay back while attacking, overlap, while attacking, overlap. Alright, so I feel good with that one, the defense. Now I'm gonna do this one. Oh, wait a minute, no. We're gonna stick with those two because I actually have to go to the tactics. Just make sure that I don't fuck this up. Balance with, we'll go, you know what? Yeah, we'll go with 5. And go with 6. Go 3-3. Balance. 5. Two. All right. Not the best what I would do, but that's all right. I can do that later at another time, and you know, I could just fuck around with that So yeah, so we've already done the players, where we put who's gonna be on the transfer market, who's the development. We did kind of 1/3 of the whole formations. We didn't do a reserve sheet for the training, but since we're gonna sell a lot of players, I think we'll hold off on that. And we haven't looked at adding anybody in the transfer window. But the one player that I did wanted to buy, 100%, it is Lautaro Martinez. I wanted to buy that. I wanted to buy that player. 100%. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put them. We're gonna put him. See what it'll take to buy him. And also Conte. Let's look at Conte real quick. Shit. Can we do Conte? Wait a minute. What the? Alright. He's a bit on the old side, but he's a fucking beast. Ooh, there we go. All right, so they're saying, oh yeah, well, what the fuck? I need to look at my money. See how much money we got, or how much money we don't have. Holy shit. Get all that money. 170, 210, 212. 212. So right out of the bat, we can buy him. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna put him in the first game. Let's see here. Alright, so his value is at 86.5 million. We need to offer anywhere between 111 to 157 million. So I'm thinking that we're gonna be a little closer to that 157. Ronaldo, Khaled, thank you very much. Thank you for the follow, man. So I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to go maybe 130. You know, I bought Delete for 130. I think that's fair. Maybe one. You know what? Let's go 125. Fuck it, why not? 125. Let's do it. Alright, I'm gonna mute the game sound here real quick. And the reason I'm gonna mute the game sound is because the stupid freaking I uploaded a fucking video in YouTube and they freaking copyrighted the video because of the try 118 or 120. Yeah. 120. Let's see. Let's go 120, Junior. Yeah. Colback is good with potential. Yeah. Need to try that out. So I had to mute the sound for the video because basically they copyrighted me for the fucking background music of the fucking negotiation session. I swear, it's so dumb. So, but I'll unmute the sound of the game real quick again. Alright, so we're gonna offer a transfer here. Alright, we said 100. We said 120. 120, Junior, what do you think? Alright, we'll do 120. A. Gotta hit that A. Submit offer. Cross my fingers. Come on, baby. Come on. 142. Fucking hell. I'm not even gonna question him or anything. I'm just gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes because I was gonna do 130, so that went up a little bit above what I was saying, but yeah, we're gonna do it. Dip. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that too, but you know what? We're gonna go with Martinez. We're gonna go with Martinez. All right. So Martinez now. Now this is where I do use my fucking program over here with the FIFA tracker, FIFAtracker.net. Yeah, yeah. I really thought that basically that was gonna be high. Um, with my FIFAtracker.net. If anybody runs a career mode and you need some assistant with a calculator, they have a wages calculator in there. Again, it's not a fucking like exact science, but at least they give you kind of like a little ballpark, so you don't fuck around with the you don't waste so much time with the bonuses and shit like that, and that's always a killer. So we're gonna go euros. And I do this even before I go in. So we're gonna go league. I'm gonna type in. This is on the little thing that you under. Oh shit, man. Wow. It's called FIFA Tracker, FIFAtracker.net. It's funny, you know what? I can't seem to. Find freaking La Liga in there. Should be in there. Yeah, I think that's it. Then we're gonna put FC Barcelona. ST. He's 22 years of age, and he's got an overall rating of 84. Alright, so this says, holy fucking shit. It says that basically that I should be paying this guy 195,000 euros a week. That's insane. I think that's a bit much, to be honest. I think they fucking got it wrong. What is he getting paid right now? 130. So he's getting paid 130 right now. 185. I think that's a bit high. Shit. All right. We're gonna put in fucking ridiculous. All right. But we're gonna put in the money in there. We're gonna put in at least we're gonna put 298. 298. Just kind of yes. It's 190. I'm so used to working in what's the name, Sterling. It's just different, you know. Here I'm gonna type it in here. FIFA tracker.net. What is it? FIFA tracker.net. Yeah, that's it. Under the tools area. They got two. They got potential and then wages. The wages calculator. 195. 195. All right. So we'll do this. Where are we? Where are you? Kind of lost my. Yeah, it helps, man. It helps when you're in this kind of situations right now, where you're not trying to spend that much money. But like here, an example, like right now, I had, it told me basically weekly wages for 22-year-old, 84 rated player playing at Barcelona in the first division should, league is 195, right? 195,000. Now, I'm going to offer less than that because I honestly think that's a bit too much. He's getting paid 130 in Italy. And I mean, there's nothing new other than he's coming to us. So I'll give him maybe 160. I'll try 160. We'll see how that goes. 160. All right. So he's got it as important, and to be honest, I'm thinking about his shit's gonna be crucial. I don't want him pissed off that I'm playing him too much. you know? Alright, that's cool. Alright, so I want to do 5 years. Let's see. Can he do? There you go. We're getting what we want so far. We weren't looking to include release clause. That's great. And oof, he's added all kinds of shit there. All right. Man, this is how they get you. All right. So I'm gonna do the math, man. Fuck that. I'm like that. All right. So we're gonna do. Let's see. We got. See something. All right. So we're gonna do. Times 5. All right. Just gotta keep this shit in mind. Not lose track of it. I got 260 weeks. Right? That's 260 weeks in 5 years. And we have 2 million. So we're gonna divide this. Number one is gonna be the extra money that we're gonna give them. So we're gonna give them 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3 equals. Okay, so we have an extra $3,250,000, right? On top of his salary that he's getting for 135 a week. So we're gonna take this amount and we're gonna divide this into 260 weeks. So that means that every week, on top of the 135 that he's getting, he's gonna get 12,500. That's kind of how you would do it. You know, you say, okay, you take all this amount, the 1.25 million, and the 2 million, and you take that money and you divide that into his contract. It would still be less than the 195 that I was, or the 160 that I was gonna pay him. It's basically 147. So 147,000, 147,500. So I agree. I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna accept it. Think I got that right. All right, so we got him. All right, so now we have 62 million and 125K on the budget, and we need to hold off pretty much on buying anybody else, because we honestly don't have them. We don't have any anymore, but I'm gonna put them up though. Let's see. We're gonna do what we're gonna put up here. Okay, left wing. Got him as a cam. Just trying to see who I'm gonna bring down. Let's go with this guy right here. And Martinez will bring up Griezmann. Man, what a team. No, it's looking mighty fine. I think honestly Coutinho, I think maybe we can get something out of him. Maybe sell him. You know. Let me turn this turn that website off. All right. All right. I'll do that later. Now the situation is just basically trying to Martinez and Griezmann. And Messi. I think Messi, I'll keep him there. Griezmann. and Martinez. Can I convert one of these two guys into a cam? And how easy would it be? Or maybe I could just keep Griezmann as a backup. That would kind of suck to do that. 72, 86. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna keep Griezmann in here. I'm gonna play my first match like this with Griezmann and Martinez, Dembele and Messi. Or I can also do Griezmann here, have Dembele as a backup, and then have Coutinho up in the top. That's another option. You know. Whoa, the fuck. Alright. Keep it like that. Nice. We got our first purchase. Alright, so let's see. Now everybody's over here. Now they're sending me some emails talking about I'm glad that you decided to put me up for sale. I'm glad we agree. I think a loan move was what I needed. I'm glad we agree. And Messi welcoming me. So we got plenty of work to do. Alright. We're off to a good start. We're gonna go ahead and do another simulate all. Assistant manager saying I'm writing to you in regards to the okay, so the management thing. He's saying that I want to propose that I assign PK the captaincy for the match. So let's see who, since I know I've moved a couple people around, let's see who's in there. Well, PK's not playing, so yeah, he's not playing right now. How the fuck is he gonna get the captaincy? So you know what? I'm gonna put him in here. I'm gonna put him in. And then I'll just have Tweety here as the backup. So as the sub. So alright. PK. Alright. Kinda disappointed in that. The fact that, you know, he asked for that. Or the guy told me to do that. So because I feel that Messi, if anybody, Messi can be a captain. He could, you know what I mean? Like he could have kept the captaincy. And clear, world class. Boom. Let's go with the first match. I think this is against Arsenal, man. Shit. We want to buy Conte. We can't buy Conte right now. We can't afford him.
Just minutes away from seeing his debut. Can he live up to the hype? Hi everyone, it is an absolutely splendid day for football and we're looking forward to the game. My name is Derek Ray and joining me for commentary as always is Lee Dixon. And we have pre-season group stage action coming right up for you. It's Barcelona versus Arsenal.
Yeah, first game of their pre-season, time to dust off those cobwebs and start getting the fitness back, Derek. Wouldn't be surprised to see the manager give some of the young players a ride out too. There's definitely a few on the cusp of breaking into the first team.
Well, we We finally get the chance to have a look at Lautaro Martinez in action for the first time. Lee, what should we be keeping an eye out for?
Well, Derek, energy, he'll want to impress. So important to get off to a flying start with these supporters, excite them, easy for a forward, just go out there and get yourself a goal.
Very nice. Aubameyang.
Very much looking forward to this game as Barcelona get the proceedings underway. Dembele. De Jong. Crisp tackling. What do you think we can expect to see from the visitors tactically, Lee?
Well, I think they'll sit everybody behind the ball, out of possession, trying to hit the team on the break. Makes sense to me, to be honest with you, but you need to be very disciplined in your defending throughout the team if you're going to carry that plan out.
A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Well, a significant reorganisation within the football club and a new manager in place. Lee, what sort of impact are you expecting from him?
Well, it's a big change and they'll absolutely expect him to hit the ground running. Huge expectations at the title.
Tell you what, one thing I didn't expect was how much of a management fucking nightmare Barcelona is, because it's got so many good players. And it's just hard making the decision as to who you're gonna who you're gonna put on the transfer market, who to keep, and it'll also dictate like what formation you're gonna play, because some of those you have a lot of center mids, but you don't have a lot of cams, and yeah, it's a challenge. I'm gonna have to, when I at some point just kind of like just sit down in that, because obviously I want to be able to play the game on screen, not so much, spend it on menus. But I am gonna have to spend a little bit of time with the menu, with the teams and with the players to see who they are, to check their stats out. Because I'm a bit unfamiliar with them. I mean, with Man United, I mean, I do that shit with my eyes closed because I follow them all the time. It's a bit different when you're watching, their games and what their players are and how they do. Not that I don't know what Barcelona is, because I do watch them and I know their players and who goes to their team, and even some of the players that we want from Barcelona to the Premier League, like
promising sequence.
Damn. Yeah. So, but that's fun. That's also one of the fun parts of doing a career mode, that you get to manage that, And certainly, I'm not gonna take away from the stream, what I'm not gonna try to do is like take away from streaming that stuff too, because I also realize that those who might not have the opportunity to play FIFA also will like to see that, because if I didn't have FIFA, I want to see how that shit works, on stream, not just gameplay. So if I do anything offline, or I review, or I'm trying to make any kind of decisions, I'll give an overview as to what my thoughts are and what I did on cam, on the stream afterwards. Oh shit, man. The fuck?
Will he play it in? What a... Well, he couldn't quite keep that header down.
Aubameyang cannot fucking make a goal here or outside the game.
Played into the centre of the box.
Alright, I need to get serious. Because we got Martinez in here and this is his debut game.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. An authoritative challenge.
Jordi Alba. De Jong. De Jong is so good too. Pjanic.
It might be perfectly set up for the counter
Oh my
attack,
god, man.
Well, it petered out. Longley. Piqué. Another perfect position to read it. Arsenal pushing forward with options available.
Oh man, not for nothing, but these players are, you can tell, they're superior.
And taken away.
The way that they're moving.
And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Frankie de Jong. The ball with Martinez. Well, unable to hold his run, and that's offside.
Well, as we can see, Barcelona enjoying the lion's share of possession, but that doesn't lead to goals necessarily. They haven't created enough. Too slow up front, midfield, very average. The coach, he's not happy at all. He wants more from this team.
Thomas. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. And the keeper won't be complaining about that cross. Poor quality. Maitland-Niles. Nelson. It's with Dani Ceballos. Well-timed tackle. Can they take advantage? Towards Messi, far post. Attending to his defensive chores. Martinez. Messi.
Oh my god, that's a fucking foul. To see it, he fucking ran right into him.
He's been admonished by the referee. He's now got to walk something of a tightrope.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he's told him off there. No yellow card, but certainly knows what the referee's
Put him
thinking.
over his knee. Maybe right there in that corner. Fuck.
A goal! Calmly taken spot kick.
You know, some players are like really tight circles, and I mean, I hit that shit like, tick, you know, and like it got kind of big. I certainly wasn't. I was expecting that to be a little tighter.
Here's a replay as a penalty taker myself for many a year. I used to love this part when it hits the back
Yeah,
of the net.
with
Not so
him,
great when you miss one, though.
I can't be so close to the post. I hadn't used them before on a free kick. On a penalty kick.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. There will be 1 minute added on at the end.
Oh my god, fucking Griezmann. What the fuck?
Far from a good pass. Well, the first 45 minutes.
Griezmann just basically kicked the ball and just kind of like walked away.
Very much looking forward to this game as Barcelona get the...
Walked away from the ball. Alright, we're doing good. Yeah, we're doing alright.
So into the second
4-3-3 is not my kind of formation, to be honest. But, you know, you do have to learn to fucking adapt, so I feel like...
Pjanic.
Yeah, I'll get used to it. And talking about the extra, let me change to 4-2-3-1. I'll do that. I did that. I just did that now to see maybe that.
And now this is
I think I need to go back to reset it. Let's see.
PK.
PK. Jordi Alba. Yeah. Okay. So now they're in line. I think now. So they got. See. Tardo, yep. Actually, he's
not done enough in this first half. Needs to improve.
Why is he back there? All right, so that should have been changed. So, yeah, this should be like this. With Martinez in the front. Okay, and then this one here should be like that with Martinez in the front again. These are the kind of shit that you need to look at sometimes, because it'll just, you know, pay attention. The PC will just fuck, or the game will actually just do whatever the fuck it wants.
Holding. Possession lost, intercepted.
Oh, damn.
Socrates. David Luiz. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And Arsenal unable to retain possession. Wasteful from the Blaugrana. Has the strength to hang on to it. Delightful pass. Borderline offside.
Offside.
Correct. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. PK. Dembele. A sloppy pass. And very deftly cut out. Pepe. Aubameyang waiting. Taking care of business defensively here.
Oh shit, man. Let's had it.
The substitution will occur now. How about the cross?
The heck?
Delivered into the box. Disappointing cross and gobbled up by the keeper. Barcelona free kick. It'll be here.
I didn't have to call it, but I did because I wanted to see if fucking he would get a yellow card for that.
Well, that's the kind
I don't know,
of play
like,
you want from your defender.
for fucking with the goalkeeper.
Martinez.
Man, Martinez hasn't been able to do shit this whole game.
He could pick out a teammate.
Griezmann.
Can he put it away?
God damn, man. Griezmann, what foot is he? Is he a left foot? Left footed?
Attacking opportunity. All hands on deck. Maitland-Niles. Partey. And space for the cross. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. It's been whipped towards the near post.
Oh my God.
Pretty straightforward for the goalkeeper.
If I get careless, they're gonna score on me.
By Barcelona.
I can see the way they're playing their fucking little crosses and shit.
And given away. And room now out on the wing. And possibilities inside the box. Making sure nothing came of it. And breaking at pace with menace. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. Still behind, but the pressure mounting. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch.
Oh my God. Damn.
Martinez. Now Griezmann. Thomas. In behind for him to chase. Well, now in a dangerous position.
Fucking hell, man.
And the match is level.
Well, Derek, all
Unfucking-believable.
Some would say it's a punt upfield, but what about a long pass? It's found its target and it's a deadly finish too.
It's not lost on them what a goal could mean at this late stage. Thomas. Socrates. Thomas now. And a chance to whip it in here. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Well, making high pressing work for them here. Good tackle.
The energy in this crowd right now is unbelievable. It's tangible. Can the players use that power to find a winner from somewhere?
Dani Ceballos. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Martinez. Barcelona on the attack in the closing moments. Still level here. A chance for him to get it.
Oh, yes. Fucking. Jesus fucking Christ.
Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.
God.
Let's have another look at this. He wasn't expecting the ball, but when it comes to him, he chooses early to volley it. What a finish.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we?
All the time. Never fails.
It will be very instructive to see how Arsenal respond to that setback. And just the 1 minute left in normal time here. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on.
Oh, shit.
I must say that was a very promising attack. The alarm bells were sounding.
Wow.
Nicolas Pepe.
Man, they're playing so fucking aggressive.
Dani Ceballos.
Oh my God.
One for them to pursue. Able to get his body in the
Oh
way.
shit.
And the final whistle has sounded. The end of the
I
game
got so
here, a
lucky
win
that wasn't a
for Barcelona.
penalty.
And their fans are going to be happy about that.
Yeah, well, it could really
Wow.
have gone either way. It was so competitive for much of the game, but they just kept
Very,
pushing.
very,
They kept
very
believing
fortunate.
and probably
He hit the
deserved
ball there at the end. I gotta see that again. The instant replay. Let me see. I mean, he was all alone. Right there. If he would have kicked the ball before I got there with that sliding tackle, and I took a chance too, you know. Boom, right there. Oop. I hit the ball, and actually I didn't even touch him. Holy shit. That's insane. Wow. Good fucking
the winner
game.
in the end. Great result.
And
Good
the final
fucking game.
analysis, a really positive performance from this man, Lee.
Well, so often goal scorers catch the
Positive,
eye, but
he
certainly
didn't
somebody
score
has to
anything.
assist those goal
0
scorers.
attempts,
And today this lad
0
was brilliant.
goals.
He was my pick for
And
man of
they're
the match
saying,
all over the place. Really
what?
good in set-up play. Very, very good performance.
Unless he got the assist, but he didn't. Griezmann should have been man of the match with that late goal. Damn. Messi with the penalty. Boom. And they scored on me.
In behind for him to chase.
Counter.
Now in a dangerous position.
Boom. And we scored in the 89th minute with Griezmann.
In the closing moments. Still level here. A chance for him to get in behind maybe.
Fuck.
Oh, tremendous goal! Technical
Wow.
excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.
Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Good way to start the season with a game like that. Just basically is telling me, yeah, you're gonna have another scrappy season. You're gonna have a heck of a freaking season. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna end the episode here. So thank you for watching, and we will continue to do this. All right, guys, take care.